Sports Talk Radio.
They've got the early advantage.
Your home for all the Brazil 2014 World Cup news.
When you look at the Dutch side, I think it's fair to say the one player that jumps out the page, certainly from a goal-scoring point of view, is Robin van Persie. How important is it for their push that he stays fit and, more importantly, keeps scoring goals?
Yeah, and how fresh he's going to be off the back of a Premier League season with Manchester United when he gets to the World Cup. I think he's developed, hasn't he, into a much more mature player than when he was in his early days with Arsenal, when there were one or two things going on around him, it seemed, and his fitness record was a little bit patchy. But he's become a terrific goal scorer, season in, season out in the Premier League. And I mean, if he is in the mood and Holland are in the mood, anything could happen, really. And Van Persie, they've got a guy, I mean, he's just so ruthless and clinical around goal. I mean, I don't know. Do you think he's of the level that could win a World Cup for Holland?
I think he's in a team with other outstanding players, and I think if they use him correctly, as Manchester United have done in recent times, and by that I mean using him to take free kicks and corners, because his delivery of the ball with that left foot is just awesome. And I think he could be a real danger, not necessarily from the point of view of scoring goals, but also delivering the ball.
And he's now, of course, the all-time top goal scorer for Holland.
When we come back, guess what? Loads more football chat. See you in a second.
No World Cup points at stake here, but in a World Cup season, points to be made to managers, to the press, to the public. Winning a place in an international team for a tournament, it's like an election campaign. You've got to go out there and impress.
Certainly have, Clive. Look, these guys have all shown they can do it for their clubs. Now they've got to step up to the plate for their country.
Every one of the players involved in this match will be feeling a particular pride, a national pride at wearing the national colours.
Yep, you work hard to get here. Now you don't want to waste the opportunity. Go and grab it with both hands.
The referee is Gregor Milland.
The first half of this game will set the tone, that's for sure.
Easily away.
Real chance. Oh, good work by the goalkeeper. That was hit with some force. What can they come up with here? It's a corner. A go.
So Morocco, they'll be hoping for a better result today after they suffered that away defeat against Ecuador.
Yeah, after a 1-0 defeat, you'll take a draw. I think that'll be a good result for them.
Now, what can he do here? Oh, look at this for a chance. Good one, too.
Offside, didn't quite get the run right.
Yeah, he's just got to be excited there, and he's made that run far too early.
Eladua.
He's in on goal. Oh, what a stop.
The end of a disappointing 45 minutes, certainly for those who pay to watch this friendly. Maybe the manager's got something out of it.
Just had that sort of friendly feel about it, Clive, hasn't it? It just doesn't have the edge that those real big competitive matches have.
I think it's going to need something special to separate these two teams, Clive. Very few scoring opportunities here today.
They've had 15 minutes in the company of their managers. We're about to find out if they've learnt anything.
Eladua.
Casso someone reach it? Desperate defending. Nicely done. What a chance! They've got a corner here. There's some tired legs out there now. Bit of extra energy may just do the trick, win the game. That's the reason for the change. Strong header. The keeper didn't even have to move. It was easy for him. Be a sensible move by the manager. He knows he's been booked, and he just can't afford for him to be sent off at this stage. Saidi. Oh, look at this! Went too early. Flag's gone up. Pity.
He's not going to get in behind this back four with runs like that, Clive.
Making a substitution, hoping to find a way to change things and win this match. Can he cross? Not in the way of it. Looking to win the ball back. Not a thriller, was it? Not a match the fans will remember. I suppose the managers will have benefited, but not sure how.
Yeah, both defences really coming out on top, I'm afraid.
Lots to admire in that performance, not least the way they came on strong at the end. Valuable exercise for the manager.
Really good outcome in that game, Clive, today. I think you couldn't separate both teams, but that's a really useful exercise.
Well done, Andy. Good working with you. Let's make a date again very soon. On behalf of everyone at EA Sports, thank you. Till next time.
All the passion.
What a priceless goal!
All the action.
Oh, pick that out!
All the heartache.
Oh, what a catastrophe!
EA Sports Talk Radio with Andy Goldstein and Ian Dark.
Just looking down the list of some of the potential big games we can have in a World Cup, and USA against Mexico. The rivalries between those two sides.
They share a border, of course, and the background is that Mexico were always the big team in North and Central America, the CONCACAF group. But the USA have grown and kind of, well, for the moment anyway, just gone past them. And the USA beat Mexico at the 2002 World Cup. I think Landon Donovan got one of the goals there. And so that's a rivalry that simmers, and that's always a huge, huge game. You know, particularly they meet every World Cup qualification cycle a couple of times because they're nearly always in the final group. There's always a big kind of grudge game at the Azteca, and then that's usually won by Mexico, and then the USA always win their home game, which they put somewhere in America that the Mexican fans can't get to. And that somewhere is usually Columbus, Ohio.
Right, loads more still to come, including all the stuff that we haven't managed to talk about just yet. So don't go away.
All the drama.
Oh, and he's hit the post! So close!
All the excitement.
Oh, look at this, it's a red card, wow!
All the news.
And all of a sudden, the final moves a little closer, they're in front!
EA Sports Talk Radio with Andy Goldstein and Ian Dark. All the passion.
It's there! The game is up and running now!
All the excitement.
Goal! They've broken the deadlock!
EA Sports Talk Radio. Your home for all the Brazil 2014 World Cup news.
Time for another one of your emails. It's coming from Mitchell Martinez. Nice name. Annie and Ian, can you tell me, please, in your opinion, what the best hairstyle ever seen at the World Cup is?
Apart from yours, you mean?
I think he means as a player, of course.
Well, what about the orange-haired Carlos Valderrama? He's got to be in the argument.
But that wasn't really a hairstyle. That was just hair. I mean, ironically,
It's
there
like
was
a
no
rock star,
style.
wasn't he? It's like a rock star.
Yeah, okay. There was no style to it, though.
I liked it.
I like Ronaldo's from the '98 World Cup. The little, like, diamond.
Yes.
What did that remind you of?
Go on.
Like a pyramid, little pyramid on his head.
Oh, yeah. What about Roberto Baggio's The Divine Ponytail, they called him?
No, ponytails on
Italia 90,
Get rid
Italy.
of it. You know he's still got that in a jar, do you know that?
Definitely not in the argument here are the Romanian team who'd all dyed their hair blonde and became hate figures of all the neutral commentators at that World Cup.
Because they all look the same.
Yeah. What about Alexi Lalas? You've got to include him as well.
Yeah, the go-to.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's definitely the best guitarist and singer ever to play at the World Cup.
Good answer. There you go, Mitchell. I think we've given you about 15 answers. Choose your favourite. We're going to have a quick break. Still lots and lots to discuss. And, of course, all about football. So join us in just a sec.
These so-called friendly internationals are important games for the managers. This is where they can tinker and experiment with their teams, Andy.
Yes, they can indeed, Clive. It certainly is. It's a great opportunity for some of these players. They've done ever so well to be given the opportunity. Now they've got to go and grab it with both hands.
Whatever the game, putting on an international shirt is a unique experience for a footballer, something to truly treasure, I would have thought.
Yeah, it's a lovely moment for you as an individual and for all the family. Let's hope they play well out there today.
It's Bosnia-Herzegovina who get the match underway in a really special atmosphere. They lose it here if he's not careful. Real chance! Oh, how good was that? Some of the supporters haven't got to their seats yet, and the first shot of the game has produced a goal.
You don't save them, Clive, not up there. That one's just in under the crossbar.
Kicked off again. It's now 1-0. Karja, full marks to the referee, trying to play advantage, but he's had to call it back for the original free kick now. Lulic. So Morocco, they're hoping to go one better this time. Last time out, they couldn't find a winner and drew against New Zealand.
Yeah, they drew that one 0-0, and I can't find a winner here either.
Oh, disappointing attempt. Any goalkeeper worth his thought will do with those. Couldn't keep hold of the ball. Half-time, and it's competitive enough, little in it. The managers wanted the result to matter in this match, and the result could go either way.
You know, whenever there's just one goal in it, Clive, the game is never done and dusted. So let's see what happens. I still think there's a good game here.
Well, there's no question the better team are in front. They scored early on, and they have continued to impress me in that 45 minutes.
Here we go for another 45 minutes, the decisive 45 minutes in this match. Ibisevic. Misimovic. He won that well. Now what's on for him here? Oh! It's there! This match may be all but over already. So much to admire about that goal. Look at this. It's a little bit one-sided. Makes it 2-0. Both teams changing things around a little here. That stage in the game when tiredness can become a factor, and think the manager's just trying to address that before it's a problem. Doesn't want to change too much, though. Obadi. Didn't time the run. There's a flag offside.
Just needs to check his run there. Don't go too soon.
The final whistle blows, and the score here is 2-0. When you assess this performance, this win, that early goal's got to be a big factor.
Makes all the difference, Clive, because you can see it puts the opposition on the back foot. Already they were chasing a match.
Thank you for being with us today. This is Clive Tilsley with Andy Townsend saying goodbye for now.
All the action from all the World Cup qualifiers.
Yes! Oh, he's done it! He's got the goal!
EA Sports Talk Radio with Andy Goldstein and Ian Dark.
Of course, the host nation going to this World Cup, Brazil, favourites for it, or one of the favourites, understandably, with one of the poster boys, Neymar, who's just got moved to Barcelona, who potentially, I say that because he's still not there yet for my money, potentially could be one of the best players in the world.
Yeah, definitely. I think he showed at the Confederations Cup last summer when there was a lot of attention on him there. Okay, that's not the World Cup. That's obviously a couple of levels up from the Confed Cup, but he delivered there. He produced some absolutely dazzling pieces of skill. I recommend you to look at a goal. He didn't actually score it, but he made against Mexico, where he just went through past a couple of defenders and took them out of the game with something I don't think many players would have even thought of, and set up a goal for one of his colleagues. Good player, can hit a lovely free kick as well, and seems to be able to cope with all the pressure on him. He is kind of like a rock star in Brazil. All the boys want to cut their hair like him. So the World Cup, this World Cup is his time.
And Brazil fans, of course, will be pleased that he's got that move to Barcelona because he's playing with much better players now, and I'm guessing it can only improve his own game.
You would think so, wouldn't you? And everyone was saying, could he play in the same team as Messi? Were they too similar? But Neymar's settled into that life, and I'm totally with you there, Andy. I think he definitely will be a better player for playing at Barcelona.
OK, plenty more, of course, still to discuss. We're going to take a long, hard look through all the papers in detail in just a sec. But first, we're going to have a quick break.
EA Sports Talk Radio with Andy Goldstein and Ian Dark.
You have to give special praise, of course, to the travelling fans, the fans that follow their national side away as well as at home. It's so important, isn't it, that you have a big fan base to travel with the national side and really support them through thick and thin.
Yes, it's brilliant because I think it means, I mean, the players say that it means a lot to them, and I think it does, to have a knot of supporters, however many it is, as many as possible, that just gives them a feeling that there's somebody there rooting for them, particularly if it's a particularly hostile or intimidating environment away from home somewhere. I think, you know, the home advantage has probably been neutered a little bit because the quality of the pitches now is so good uniformly around the world, and I think the governing bodies have built in a few more safeguards for away teams in recent times as well by insisting on standards. Now, I can recall a USA away game where they were playing, I'm not going to mention the country, but it was in Central America in a World Cup qualifier, and they went there. The game had deliberately been put in a place which was 4 hours transfer from the main airport, and outside the fans were banging on drums all night long, and I think they put in a few sort of safeguards since then, like you can't be more than so far from the airport for away teams. So it's tough playing away, but it may be not quite as tough as it used to be.
Loads more coming your way right here on EA Sports Radio. We're going to have a quick break and then more discussion about the football.
Thank you for joining us. No World Cup points or places at stake in this one, but it's a crucial part of the manager's preparations for the competitive games that are coming up, and I've an idea this will be pretty competitive too.
I think it should be, Clive. Listen, you can't just switch it off and on when you want. You've got to put the shift in every time you get out there and perform at this level.
Whatever the game, putting on an international shirt is a unique experience for a footballer, something to truly treasure, I would have thought.
Yeah, it's a lovely moment for you as an individual and for all the family. Let's hope they play well out there today.
The referee is Gregor Milland. Kick-off time then. There's been a lot of speculation about how these two teams will approach this match. We're about to find out. Qatar. Good movement around him. Real chance. 1-0! It's just the start they dreamt of. First shot of the game, wasn't it? And already we have a goal. We can have a closer look at that, Andy. They've made the breakthrough. It's 1-0. He's dispossessed him. Obadi. He tried the shot. Oh, he's missed the target. On the foot, maybe.
Yes, if it was on his stronger side, Clive, he'd have scored there.
Qatar. They just need a good delivery. Having a crack, it's there! Oh, he's so good in the air, fantastic header. Perfectly executed corner, well taken, really well attacked. They've worked on that, you can tell.
You know, that's a really good corner, very well taken goal.
Rizik. Al-Shamari. Leaving it to the keeper to clear. Oh, disappointing attempt. Any goalkeeper worth his salt will do with those. Not able to get through. Goal at his mercy. Looking for goal. Oh, he got everything behind that, but the keeper managed to keep it out. That's half-time. Plenty for the two managers to take in. Wouldn't be surprised to see changes for the second half.
What they mustn't do now is take their foot off the gas, because they've really got hold of this game by the scruff of the neck. They're in the lead. Now they must really ram home that advantage.
We're off and running again. 45 minutes to settle it. Exchanging passes. Qatar. Chance maybe. Keeper saves, but it's still in there. Read that well, smart interception. Obadi. Oh, look at this for a chance. Oh, saved. The goal was gaping. It was an invitation to score. Couldn't miss. Keeper couldn't hold the first attempt. I'm not sure any keeper could.
No, good anticipation, wasn't it, from the striker? He pounced on that second chance.
What a second look, Andy. Here you go. That goal makes it 2-1 here. Look at this, they've not picked him up. Oh, he struck the post. Just no luck at all.
Time to get real here, Clive. You're not going to score from this sort of angle, not on a regular basis.
Well, it's up to the manager to make the big decisions. He still wants something out of this match. He thinks this substitution can get it for him. Vlaj. Karja. He's won the ball out there. Oh, you don't want to be giving away free kicks there. Both managers looking to change things. Substitutions galore. That's just what you want from your keeper. Held on well. Just headed on. El Arabi. Loses the ball. Opportunity here. He needed to win that back. Couldn't have been much closer, could it? In a game when the result was maybe secondary, the result was in the balance right to the final whistle.
Yeah, that was a decent exercise. I think everyone here enjoyed that.
The manager loves his team to score goals. They're at their best going forward.
You know, the players enjoy it, the fans love it. We want to see more of this. That's a great attack-minded team out there.
It was an education watching this match with you today, Andy. We must do it again soon.
All the drama.
Penalty, is it? Yes, he's given it.
All the excitement.
Oh, what a time to score!
EA Sports Talk Radio with Andy Goldstein and Ian Dark.
There will, Ian, at some stage in this World Cup be a decision that's made, rightly or wrongly, by a referee that will determine the outcome of a game.
Well, there'll be a million talking points with referees, won't there? You and I know that, and let's not be hypocritical. We love it too, don't we, that there are all these talking points.
Well, they've taken the biggest one out of the equation now with goal line technology, which...
And the refs will love that because it gets them out of a hole, maybe.
Yeah. Do we put too much pressure, do you think, on the refs?
Yeah, I think we do, but I think they are owed more help than they get sometimes as well, because you have a situation, if you think back to the Thierry Henry handball against Ireland, where everybody in the world could see that it was a handball. Everybody, that is, except the referee. So I'd quite like to see a system where there's a guy in the stand, like a video ref, if you like, who can press a button and say, because he can say to the ref, look, it was handball.
Will that not slow the game down even more?
No, I don't think it would. I mean, we want common sense decisions. We don't want to hang the referee out to dry. I mean, he'll be hung out to dry quite often enough as it is, because it's a hard game to referee now. There are too many players out there, let's be honest about it, who are trying to con the ref into giving penalty kicks and getting players yellow cards. So the guys who do it, I sympathise with.
Where do you stop? Where's the cut-off point for video technology? Is it offsides? Is it shirt pulling?
Well, that's the big argument. I can't answer that in a simple question here. I know what you think, but where it can be used sensibly, I think it should be used.
Time for a quick break, and I say quick, and it is going to be 1 or 2 seconds, which means you've got plenty of time to send us your emails, your tweets, your texts. We'll go through them in just a moment, but first, a quick break.
EA Sports Talk Radio with Andy Goldstein and Ian Duck.
And he's done it! Oh, what a big goal that is!
Your home for all the Brazil 2014 World Cup news.
It's billed as a friendly international. We'll see about that. There are a lot of very competitive footballers on the field today.
There certainly are, Clive, and I'm really looking forward to this one. It is an opportunity for those guys to really lay down a benchmark to the manager and show them what they can do and show them that they are capable of playing top-class international football.
Any international match is a special match for those involved. Nothing quite like playing for your country, Andy.
Oh, it's wonderful, Clive. You know, when you pull that shirt on, whether it's for the first time or the 50th time, it doesn't matter. It's still a great thrill.
Stadium, everyone is ready and we're off. Should be an entertaining game. Harnik. What a chance! He really thumped that one, but the goalkeeper managed to block it. Could be a chance. Block the shot. Garrett. They're defending like statues at the moment. He's running rings around them. Oh! Oh, and the flag went up very quickly there. I thought he was just onside. Credit the keeper. Made sure he held on to it. That's it for a first half that never really came to life. All very friendly. The game's just lacked a bit of edge and certainly lacked any goals.
Yeah, neither team really prepared to run past the opposite number, are they? They're all just playing a bit within themselves.
Plenty of huff and puff, but no real creativity in the last third from either team, Clive, quite frankly. Let's hope it gets better.
It's Austria who get us underway in this second half. It's a game that's still difficult to call. Ivančić. Januzovic. You know, I was really looking forward to this. Oh, look at this! Cross it. Oh, he scored! Really well taken. Such a good header. It's cruel on the keeper. He stopped everything until then, but even he couldn't get to that.
Yeah, he's done as much as he possibly could to try and keep them out, but I'm afraid that one's gone past him.
Easy to take your eye off it, Clive, when you're trying to dive in header, but he was big, he was brave, and that's a brilliant finish.
Could prove a big moment in this one. Austria are in front. Karja. This is David Alaba. Good position here. Saved. Kept him out this time.
Good stop again, you know, but I did fancy him to score there.
Ball's gone out of play. It's a corner to Austria. Alaba. Could get in behind them here. Big chance. Goal! The only surprise is that it's taken so long. They have a constant goal threat.
Well, the goalkeeper's been under constant pressure, hasn't he? And I'm afraid he's succumbed there. That one had to go in.
Time for a change. 3 of them, in fact. The manager is going to use all of his substitutes. The game was always likely to produce goals. It's 2-0. Belhanda. It's full time. The referee calls a halt. That's it. No harm done in so much that it was only a friendly, but I don't know if this is any excuse for a defeat like that.
No, sloppy attitude, Clive, I think they took into the game, and they never really got going from first minute to last.
Thanks as always for joining us for this one. Andy and I will be with you again very soon.
EA Sports Talk Radio with Andy Goldstein and Ian Duck.
And he's done it! Oh, what a big goal that is!
Your home for all the Brazil 2014 World Cup news.
Another email here. It's coming from Tom the T-Boy Aston. And it says, Dear Andy and Ian, what are your thoughts on England's chances of ever winning a World Cup?
Well, that's really nice, because Tom has also sent us a free supply of tea bags to get us through the World Cup as well.
Okay,
that'll be handy.
Thank you,
So,
Tom.
yeah, so to answer his question, England's chances of ever winning the World Cup, well, I think we've got some good young players coming through, and I'd like to think it would happen in the next 8 to 12 years, but you're not very optimistic, are you?
8 to 12, I don't think it'll happen that soon. I think by the end of next century, possibly.
See, I'm an eternal optimist.
I've just watched England so many times. That's the problem. Listen, I hope, of course, we win it a lot sooner. A bit like you, certainly not for the next 2 World Cups, maybe 3. Yep, loads more still to come right here on EA Sports Radio with me, Andy Goldstein, and, of course, alongside me, Ian Dark, and it's all coming your way in just a moment.
All the drama.
Oh, and he's hit the post! So close!
All the excitement.
Oh, and look at this, it's a red card, wow!
All the news.
And all of a sudden, the final moves a little closer, they're in front!
EA Sports Talk Radio with Andy Goldstein and Ian Dark.
When you look back at some of the best World Cups we've ever had, I suppose you have to mention 1970. I, of course, haven't been born yet. I know you and I think you just celebrated your 40th.
Oh, yeah. 50th, I think.
When you look at that Brazilian side, I think it's fair to say, the greatest World Cup side ever
The greatest World Cup side, I think, without any question. Some people might say that the Barcelona side of a couple of years ago were as good a team in a modern era. It's hard to compare eras, but that Brazilian team was absolutely fantastic, and the names kind of reverberate through history. You know, Carlos Alberto, Gerson, Tostão, Rivellino.
You're missing one out.
Pelé, of course, as well. And Jairzinho, I think, scored in every game. They were a lovely team to watch, and they could just change the tempo of an attack almost at will. I always remember the Hugh Johns bit of commentary on TV through that crackly line from Mexico City when Pelé scored in the final. El Rey Pelé! So, it's, you know, it was...
I noticed you don't mention Felix, the goalkeeper there.
Well, the goalkeepers were another story. But the goalkeepers hardly touched the ball in that team.
Didn't need to. You or I could have gone in goal that year.
Probably, and read a book as well.
We're going to have a quick break, and when we come back, guess what we're going to talk about? Yeah, football, because we love it. See you in a second.
EA Sports Talk Radio with Andy Goldstein and Ian Dark.
And he's done it! Oh, what a big goal that is!
Your home for all the Brazil 2014 World Cup news.
I have in front of me, Mr. Dark, an email addressed to you and I. You ready?
Yep, go on.
Ian Jones, it says, as an England fan, I've heard the whole Lampard and Gerrard can't play together debate for the last few World Cups. Can they really not play together? And if not, why? From Sven. Oh, no, hold on. From Sven to Capello to Hodgson. There you go. We've heard this before. Please explain. Why can't they play together?
Well, this is the oldest chestnut, isn't it, in English football? Why can't two players with 100 caps not play alongside each other? They're two great players and have been in the Premier League, but it's an often asked question. I don't see any reason why they can't fire together, and we might see them there sitting alongside each other at this World Cup.
Can I give an answer as to why I don't think they can now? That's because I think they're both getting old. And I think in this England side, you need young legs.
Yeah, but this was a question that was being asked at their peak.
I know, but now you're talking about this World Cup, and I don't think they can play together. Definitely not.
Not enough energy in the legs. No, I'd agree with that.
And I also think in previous games, in previous World Cups, they're too similar.
I mean, when Gerrard was younger, they both wanted to bomb forward and get goals from midfield.
There you go. I hope that answers your question, Sven. Sorry, I mean Ian Jones. Right, plenty more to discuss. You'd be a fool not to come back after the break. We'll be talking lots and lots of footy in just a second.